And the housing market actually is quite affordable in Houston. I know that based on a couple of state comparisons.
The grocery stores here, H-E-B is awesome.
Oh, I love HEB.
Is that only a Texas thing?
I think the food tells a bigger story. It tells you a little bit about the people that are here also.
Sure.
Houston's a very diverse city.
You've had Desi food of Chicago.
Yeah.
What's better?
Oh God. So you have a lot of tourists that go there.
Ooh, are we talking about Dilbert though?
I actually do appreciate about Houston are the hookah spots.
You know who's the worst? Florida. Hello and welcome to our podcast, The Breaking Naan. Today we're talking about the good and bad of Houston. There's something about Houston. Did I say that right?
Yes.
I'll keep the steak anyway.
All right.
Here we go.
To give a quick intro of how long you've been in Houston and what brought you here.
I moved to Houston in 2006. And I remember that was exactly 2 days after I graduated high school from Nashville, Tennessee. 2 days after. I didn't get to enjoy. My brother basically moved out of Nashville, Tennessee to Houston. And I think about a year and a half later, he called my dad. He said, I know you've been wanting to do business, Desi related business, I guess, or with Desi clientele niche. He told him this is a perfect place. Nashville, Tennessee did not have enough Desi community. They don't have a big Desi community. And yeah, 2006 is when we moved in here. Since then.
Houston does have a lot of small business opportunities for sure.
A lot.
And they see people.
Especially back then.
For sure.
Especially back then.
Especially back
I
then.
think it's hard to get into a
It's a bit saturated now,
small
but yeah.
It's not like, let's say a cell phone store, it's hard to get in.
Oh, well, yeah. Cell phone store.
But yeah, what about you then?
Moved here from Dubai, let's see, back in 99. But we moved originally to Florida in Orlando. Lived there for about 4 years in Kissimmee. And then came here primarily because of family. And that's probably the reason why I've been here ever since. I think over 20 years now. Started off in Alief, Texas, and eventually moved to Sugar Land, and then now I'm in Richmond finally, and now that's the home base.
So what year did you move in exactly?
99.
Houston?
The U.S. I would say.
And when in Houston?
So 4 years after that.
2003?
Yeah, about. Primarily again family both in Florida and then back here in Houston as well. So,
Do you still have family in Florida?
No, we actually all moved here to Texas. My uncle did live there for a while after we moved here, but then eventually this became home base for literally every family member, uncle, aunts, cousins, and all of them. So yeah.
Same here.
I think it's like you have the eldest member of the family in one place, and then eventually everybody just follows the lead. I don't think there's any thought behind it, but I guess that's what I think. So, Hattie, what about you?
I moved here 2012, so it's been a while. Been in Houston over 10 years.
Yeah.
Moved out of Houston for a little bit and then came back last year as well. I moved right after I graduated from school. The market here was really good. Everything was booming. And just through networking, I ended up getting a gig down here and kind of been down here since.
You're from Chicago.
Yep.
And you still have family there, obviously.
Yep. All family still in Chicago. Trying to get them to come here, but.
Oh, yeah.
Want to?
Work in progress.
You want them to?
I'd love it if they were here.
What's
man,
the
of course.
verdict?
It's in progress.
That's a progress.
That's interesting. I would love to know, I don't know when, but what does your family think about Houston?
Oh, they love it. Actually, it's really nice, but just kind of so settled in Chicago. It's difficult to.
I get that, but is there any part of them that they actually feel like Houston is better to live versus Chicago, where they've lived their almost entire their life?
It kind of depends what you're looking for, and then after a certain amount of years, you just get that comfort level, and you just get used to certain things. I think it's really difficult to just pick up shop.
Interesting.
What are some positive aspects of Houston that would attract people to move here from an objective viewpoint?
So I think some things I like about Houston, or some good things about Houston, I would say would be the first thing would be food, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people agree to that. The options are quite interesting. Technically it is like a melting pot specifically for food. You have all types of food here. The job market, I do think it's a little better as compared to other states. I'm not too sure about it. I haven't done the research on it. And then the housing market actually is quite affordable in Houston. I know that based on a couple of state comparisons, like Georgia, New York, and California. And I do know a lot of people are moving here primarily because of that as well, just from the affordability aspect. That's something that I think, obviously food and, affordability in housing.
Well, if we're talking about food, what are your favorite foods around here, man? What do you like to do? What do you like to get?
so it's a mix, right? So like every week it'll be like a different want that I would have. So I mean, Desi food, primarily Pakistani food, like some restaurants here, some primarily known restaurants, and then fusion foods, actually, like mixed food. So I mean, I know some Middle Eastern owners that actually have like a deli shop, like a sandwich shop, and I think that's a good blend of or mixture, I would say, for me, because I just don't like too much spices in my food. Digestive issues. I'm old.
Well, what do you like? We can say names of places, right?
Can we say names of places?
Yeah, what do you like?
Okay, so Aga's,
oh, absolutely.
Aga's, right, number one, right? I truly do believe that they are very consistent with their food, their flavors, and their hospitality is just beyond any other Desi restaurant that I have been to. Loved that aspect. And then the fusion one I was talking about was this Middle Eastern owners, Busy Boy. I love going to Busy Boy. I love their sandwiches. I love the mixes that they have provide, because they don't only have like shawarmas, but they also have like your cold deli sandwiches and whatnot. But yeah, what about you guys?
I mean, yeah, any food list without Aga's is going to be incomplete. Aga's is awesome.
Right.
And
I agree.
I think the amazing thing about Aga's is just like the people that flock there. If you go there, even random weekend or even some weekdays, you go outside and there's a line out the door.
True.
And it's amazing for them to consistly pull that kind of traffic. And it just kind of tells you like how good their food is.
And didn't they expand recently? A couple of years
So
ago?
they just opened up like a little next door, like a area to just have events, whatever.
But then they do seat people there. They're normal.
Yeah, I think it's like it
do
serves
they?
as an overflow.
Yeah, it does.
also,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. August is definitely great. I think everyone likes them, obviously. I don't know, like
If you like Desi food, like Houston's kind of the place.
it's
to be.
definitely that one.
Is-
It's something that I would recommend anyone who would to ask me where should I go for Desi food in Houston. I think I would probably have that on top of the list if it's Desi related. But even other than Desi, I love Afghani food over here. What's that place called?
Saffron, Afghan Village, Chopan.
You love it.
All of them, yeah.
Chopan good too. They were also.
I think they're brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
For me, it's a Desi food for sure. I mean, anything from spots to go have Nihari, buy barbecue, karai.
Where's the best Nihari in Houston?
I really like Usher's Nihari. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
I've heard a
It's got
lot
lots of
about
masala on it.
Too spicy for me. I tried it.
It is. It's spicy. It's got lots of masala, but they also do really good dhaga kebab.
But a lot of people do prefer a lot of spices too. So.
Yeah.
A what?
Usher's dhaga kebab.
Dhaga kebab.
Yeah. never
Is
had
that
dhaga
thing
kebab?
rolled in
Yeah.
like? Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't know they still had that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. It's rolled in dhaga.
what's the point?
What
does it do?
It cooks.
Oh,
Yeah, they put it together. I don't know about the detail of why they
If
do
you
it.
haven't had it, we have to go get some soon.
Is it spicy?
Yes.
I'm not having it.
It's
Oh, there we go.
No way.
it's really good.
No,
It's
yeah,
really
I
good.
get it. It's good. I know, but if it's spicy, it's good for you. It's not good for me.
I mean, it is.
Can they tone it down if I ask them, like, hey,
Maybe.
make this? Yeah, they won't.
Maybe if you ask
Desi people
nicely.
don't do that. Desi people don't do that.
They have it pre-made already ready for
They do.
Let's throw it out
Yeah.
there.
Wait,
But they have a kids menu if you're interested.
oh yeah, let's do it.
You guys are talking about barbecue.
rice.
You guys are talking about barbecue. What about bundu khan? What about you guys?
Yeah,
Bundu khan?
yeah,
Yes, no, yay, nay?
I like bandukan.
Not for me.
Not really.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah, same here. I think it's still too heavy for me. That's all it is. Yeah.
100%.
But you like barbecue.
For barbecue, I would say Pinkerton or what was that? What
Desi
was it?
barbecue.
Oh, Desi barbecue. I'm sorry. Yeah, so Desi barbecue.
Who called
Desi barbecue, I would only
barbecue?
be
I'm sorry?
Who qualifies for Desi barbecue in Houston? Who else? Who's there?
August.
Other than
I love their barbecue.
Kolache. There's a couple of food trucks that do it really
so my
well
issue is
also.
if I go to any place, I'll keep having the same thing over and over again because that's the only thing I tried and I love that.
So what's your
if I
go-to?
go for August,
For Aga's or any of the...
goat chops and butter chicken.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be failed at anything. Like, oh, I don't
If
like
you can
it.
try those other things and you probably won't fail. They're really good.
No, their other songs really good too. Like obviously when we catered, I've tried a lot of their food.
Yeah.
But if I was to go there today, I'd just go for my same items.
Yeah.
They
No,
never
that's fair.
miss. They never miss.
Exactly.
So what about other than food though?
Other than food,
Yeah.
I'll give you one. It's fun. All right. The grocery stores here, HEB is awesome.
Oh, I love HEB.
Is that only a Texas thing?
I don't
HEBs?
know.
Yeah, I think it's only based in Houston.
Well, HEB is,
Texas,
but
in
like,
Texas, yeah.
it's interesting
Is that true?
because people that like going to HEB have a really cult-like following for HEB, and I think it's amazing. Like
I think so,
people that
too.
like it, they really love it.
Yeah.
HEB is
Totally.
like
I mean, they have their own product, right? So like it makes
Yeah.
it more convenient.
of the grocery stores.
What was
HEB is your favorite?
HEB is like the Chick-fil-A of grocery stores.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah, that's how I put it.
That's a good thing, right? I
Love
think.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you love it. Okay.
They're clean. They're nice.
And they're
service.
super fun. They got lots of variety, and like the one close to my place even sells like Desi masalas and stuff. Like they have
Oh, yeah, the international aisle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that aspect. Yeah, but I love their fresh breads actually. They make them every day. I love that, and then their fresh juices, obviously.
Yeah.
Those are amazing. And I honestly believe, like, because I used to go to Kroger and Walmart back in the day.
No.
Right? But if you look at the fruit selection, obviously it's way better at HEB. I think they do a good job with bringing out fresh products.
So it's safe to say that basically food is the number one aspect you would tell someone why to move to Houston.
That's what we discussed
Right.
in the beginning.
Right.
But that's what I was saying.
got it.
Other than food, what else do you guys think that grocery store?
I think the food. No, it's not. Besides the food part, I think the food tells a bigger story. It tells you a little bit about the people that are here. Also,
True.
Houston's a very diverse city.
Definitely.
I think at least several years ago, it was the most diverse city in the country.
Oh, really?
I have no reason to think that's changed, but I haven't checked.
Yeah.
But Houston was the most diverse city in the country.
I believe so, too.
You see it, right? You see
Fairly
the
large.
mix of people.
Yeah.
It's very large, and there's just a mix of people. I think one of the first times I came down to Houston and I saw one of the parking meters, and it said like 1 for English and 2 for Vietnamese. I was like, oh,
Really?
This is interesting.
Was this in Chinatown?
No, this was in downtown.
No way.
Wow.
And that's what I found out. Like Houston has a very large Vietnamese population, which if you think about it, makes sense. There's a
How
lot of
is-
Vietnamese stores around here.
How
too.
is Spanish not number 2?
It might have been number 2 or number 3, but it
That
was
is-
definitely on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I was surprised to see something like that. Yeah, but it speaks to the diversity of Houston.
You've had Desi food of Chicago.
Yeah.
What's better?
Oh God.
Man, it's
Really?
It's a tough
We're
one.
doing this? Okay.
Thanks for putting me on the
just
spot.
answer so we can move on to the
So
next.
Devon Street or
I
What's like
prefer
this little, all right?
that's all I know.
What is it, 1 mile radius? That's it, right?
Croft or Devon Street, I guess.
I think Devon probably has more stores than Hillcroft does.
Wow.
But
Well, sorry, in Houston, there's everything's split, right?
Yeah, everything is kind
it's
of-
everywhere.
there's
Devon
pockets
is like to go, and that's about it.
yeah, it's one big street with a bunch of stores, and there's lots of good food places there too. Overall, I like the Desi food in Houston a bit more. I think it's more to my taste.
Oh,
There are certain things that I think you can get in Chicago now, but you couldn't when I was growing up over there.
true.
Like fried puri paratha.
Fried what?
You know the puri parathas
Fried
you get like
puri
in Bandukan and
paratha.
I
stuff.
thought the puri's already fried.
The puri paratha.
But they fry it first.
Oh, I
Not like
I don't know.
why would I
Actually.
ever heard of that?
okay. So when do you go for halwa puri?
Yeah.
They give you puri with that,
Sometimes.
right?
Yeah.
But then like puri paratha is a little different. If you go to like Bandukan.
Explain what.
Explain a little bit. Kind
I'm
of.
not an expert, man.
Well, make me
What does it look
imagine.
like? Or like let it help us visualize it.
We should go to Bandukan and then I'll show you.
Also, they have it over there. Okay.
Yeah, they have it over here. But they didn't always have that in Chicago where I
Okay.
grew up.
Same style, the way it's made and everything.
Yeah. Same style. I remember when we used to go to Karachi growing up, one of the things we used to do before coming back to Chicago is usually the night before we'd go to any other like barbecue store and get like 50 parathas to go. And then we would pack it and then bring it here.
I just want to ask one last question about this paratha before we move to the next
Just
one.
for yeah.
Yeah, because you said it's a little bit different, right? All right, so what is a regular paratha to go companion? Is
He
like,
said puri paratha.
Puri
actually.
paratha, sorry.
Paratha, corrected.
so a regular puri would be like, aloo chole and halwa, right?
No, puri is separate, and then there's
Right.
yeah.
So what is something that goes with this? What's like?
Barbecue, man.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, that's why they serve it at Bundaberg,
So-
bro.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I was imagining more like in a breakfast way.
Okay, but I'm saying apart from food,
you can eat it
grocery
whenever you
store,
want.
I mean, is there what else do we think that's good about Houston?
The people.
The people?
Yeah, I like the diversity. I think.
Who exactly?
Who exactly?
You know what I mean? Like who we talking about that you think are good people?
I don't.
I mean, I understand.
Who am I
In
talking
general?
about that are good people? Yeah,
Anyone
yeah,
and
in
everyone?
general. Not anyone.
Well,
Wait, so in traffic, you like people are.
No, certainly not in traffic.
Oh, okay.
But it's nice having that diversity around where
it is. I agree. I think a lot of people also enjoy the fact that obviously other than housing being a good market over here, a lot of people do move here for Desi community, for Desi food. Everything's accessible.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do enjoy that there's masjids in almost every town available for people to go actually pray in person rather than just home. Because I really do know people who wanted to move here for all those 3 specific items, like food, obviously,
community.
halal, community, and obviously
And religious purposes.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of like masjids around here.
Yeah, true.
But yeah.
Totally agree. If you guys have any ideas, any feedback, please drop a comment below.
All right, we're going to play a quick game. Rizwan's going to pick up one of these cards. The cards have famous locations around Houston.
All right.
Let's see what we got.
So Is this a restaurant?
No,
it's not a
It's a
restaurant.
fun place. This is
Fun
a
place.
great
We're describe fun place. Who is it fun for? Kids, adults?
Nature-wise,
They
I
can
think it's
go.
outside.
Nature.
It's at a park.
Oh, you can't say nature.
Why
That's
not?
okay.
It's okay. Is this Herman Park?
Oh, I didn't even see that.
It's on
Is
the
this
list.
Herman Park?
It's-
But I wouldn't
it's a
give it away,
place
though.
Close to Herman Park, or
It's
like
close
in
to Herman Park.
Park.
Okay.
I thought
Close.
it's in
I think
Herman Park.
it's
Is it in
Herman
Herman
Park.
Park? It is in
Japanese garden.
It is.
Japanese garden.
There we
Yeah, well
go. Good job. How did you know?
I shoot a lot of photo shoots there.
That's what she picked.
done. It's a great place for photo shoots. All right.
All right. Go.
All right.
Okay, so how about this? You ask Kristen. We're not gonna tell you what is it.
What?
Yeah.
Are you okay? So we're gonna make it.
Switch it up on him real quick.
Why not?
We'll switch it.
I'm
up.
just saying it.
I can
Is
change
it
that
a
anytime I want.
place where a lot of people go?
A lot.
and a lot of
Is
traffic.
it Galleria?
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. You want to start asking? Or
No, just tell me this. Let's just start guessing.
All right.
This is
I want
not
two
too far
questions to ask.
from what I guessed. How about that?
What?
The place
your
that I
first clue
guessed?
is okay.
On my
So it's really far from Herman Park.
For him.
So it's not in downtown area.
It's close to downtown.
Close to downtown.
Okay.
It's kind of like its own separate downtown area.
So the art district,
Yeah, it's close to there.
Very close.
museum district,
Now getting a little closer.
medical center.
Yes.
There you go.
I can't see Bert.
Oh, your favorite place to shoot pictures?
Herman Park.
Your second favorite place.
Second favorite place.
Second favorite.
Can I see?
To be-
Can I see the words that we can't say? So you have a lot of tourists that go there.
Ooh, are we talking about Dilbert locations?
Yes. yes. Yes, that one. Exactly that one.
Yes.
So what's it
Okay.
called? It's like water wall.
There we go. Yeah. Gilbert. It said so straight to
Can
center.
you- hold on. Can you explain that reference
Please.
for those that don't know?
What Dilbert means.
The song Dilbert, which hopefully you'll see it right over here. I don't
Can you
know.
hum it a little bit?
I don't know when it was.
Just hum it a little bit.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm definitely not doing that. But this song from Bollywood was shot in Houston. I don't know how many years ago.
1999.
Holy shit.
It's a while. All right. Hopefully this is an easy one.
It's not in Houston.
Wait, let me see the names.
Galveston?
What can I say? Okay.
Like, how do you else describe without saying
Apollo, Saturn.
Oh, the Space Center.
There you go.
You want to finish the full.
Say the full name, otherwise it doesn't count.
Yeah, full name.
The Johnson Space Center.
No, that's in full.
No, take the first name out.
Here. You're good on the second and third.
you know, like-
second and third words are good. The first.
What's the first thing come to your head when you say space?
What's the name of the corporation? There we go. There we go. Good job.
All right. Go for
Let's
it.
see. What do we
Is that
got
upside
here?
down?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, good.
All right. Riz's
Wow.
favorite place to go and take pictures.
The gym.
The gym. That's close. Take another guess.
Is it a park?
Yes.
It's not. Is it Herman Park?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yes,
really? We
yes.
just stopped.
Yep. Yeah.
This actually shows y'all there's
should move
nothing
that to
else
the
in
front.
Houston, all right? Other than
We literally
these 6-7 cards what it
Herman
described.
Park is very popular, and obviously, people thought we were going to talk about Herman Park when we were talking about the good, which we should have. It's actually a really
Definitely,
nice
Herman
park.
Park
So
is the
is
central
NASA,
part of
actually.
Yeah,
Houston.
NASA's actually
NASA
really
is
cool
pretty
too.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah, and the zoo. The zoo is actually really nice here too.
it is actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. We should have talked about those things.
A great art district also, and museum district. Some
Not
good
bad.
stuff there.
They do have a really good
Yeah.
museum here. Yeah, especially the science museum.
And the medical center is actually a great area too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, medical center. No, I was kidding. Bias.
Why do you like the Houston too? Like, is it
Well,
better than other places you've been? Is what I'm trying to ask.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of like different zoos. I mean, actually, I think San Diego has the best, obviously, because they have an open range for they don't have any
feel like I've been there,
they don't have enclosures. But for the Houston, I love gorillas, as you can see, and they have a really, really amazing exhibit. I think it's a silverback there that they
Yeah.
have right there.
They have a couple.
Yeah, I love that. That's like one of my favorite exhibits. I don't think I have found any in any other state.
Yeah,
Whatever that
their
is.
monkey exhibit's actually really cool.
Yeah.
They're gorillas, they're chimps, they're the works. Actually, their sea one is really cool. They got penguins.
Yeah, I think I have to see that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
You can actually look. Kids can actually go inside, right, or something like that.
Yeah, they have a nice
Is it-
like interactive thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually really fun. We should go to the zoo one day.
Yeah, we should.
So that's Bundukan.
No.
No?
Only the puri paratha, not Bandukhan. We're just trying it from anywhere, right? Random place.
Wait,
I mean,
what?
Bundukan has
But
it,
that
so
was
we
the only
should go
place that
there.
has it. Oh, sorry.
I thought he said it's the only place.
No, I think there's other places that have it also.
But he said Bandukhan is the best one, though.
No, I don't think I said
So let's
that. I
just
said
call
good
it
there.
Let's go there,
Bundukan
okay.
Zoo. What else is there that we have to go?
Herman Park.
I'm not going there.
You go to Herman Park enough. We have to go check out Dober Dober, obviously.
That's true.
You haven't been there?
I have.
You used to live like right.
I have never actually stood in front of it. I've always passed by it.
Driven by.
Driven by it, yeah. Always, yeah.
It's actually pretty cool. It's a cool place.
It's pretty cool. You also have tourist people over there.
Houston's got some things to do. We don't necessarily realize it, but yeah, there's definitely stuff to do around here. If you like our stuff, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and tell all your friends.
I looked at my card before I had to guess.
You did not. How did you?
You looked at it?
Huh?
The gallery.
I think I just guessed after you told me there was
When you searched it?
I was like, that was so cool.
It's all good. I don't think it was stressy. It's a game anyway.
I think you're a genius. What's some other level?
What makes Houston home? It's just like the location. What makes you
Houston
feel
home?
Why it makes you feel like it's home?
Why is Houston home? I don't know why is Houston home, but I do know this for sure that I think it's maybe from past 2-3 years, for some reason I've started feeling like Houston is home. Before that, I never did.
What did it feel like before?
I didn't feel like I belonged in Houston, or I felt like I hope that Houston isn't the last place ever. If that makes sense. I'm not sure why exactly. I just always thought if there was a better opportunity out there, I would definitely leave. But something in me changed, and I think from past 2-3 years, I've actually started feeling like, no, I think I belong here, and this is home.
Cool. I think for me, it's like a little bit opposite. I did, when I was young, obviously, because we had such a massive family here, it did feel like home, obviously, because you see everyone that you know. And because I worked in public accounting, I used to see my clients all around the place. But eventually, as I grew up, for me, I think it's like vice versa, where like I did think it was home, but now I kind of like want to move away from it. Some of the reasons why would be like I did experience, racism here and there on a couple of events, a couple of situations, and that's something that stays with you, right? And it impacts you in a negative way, and I just don't see myself growing old in an environment where I am looked at differently. I do agree with you. There's huge amount of diversity here, and I totally respect that. I still do think it is a melting pot. However, with the things that are happening, obviously, all around the world, I don't have to be specific on anything. It's just, I've actually had an experience like that where I have been looked down upon or even followed because of my skin color, the way I look, maybe my beard or whatever. And that's something that, I just probably will never be okay with. And that's probably the reason I would move away from Houston. And if you ask me where, I would suggest probably be someplace like maybe New Zealand.
Oh, so completely out of
the country, yeah, definitely, yeah, for sure.
I just want to add that I like what you just said, and I think that's exactly why maybe I've started feeling Houston as home, because in the past couple of years, I've had a lot of families moved in here from Karachi, Pakistan.
Sure, yeah.
And I think before that, it was only us. So maybe that's exactly the transition that I felt. Now that I have more cousins over here, uncles and whatnot, I felt like Houston is home because everyone's around.
Of course, yeah. You have all your relatives around. You guys have those, occasions and events. You can see each other, celebrations as well. I think that's really awesome. Yeah, definitely.
Is Houston home?
Yeah, the only problem is now there is so many other family members around. He doesn't hang out with us as much.
Oh, true. So true story.
Yeah.
You guys are right here right now. You're right here right now. But is Houston home?
Yeah, I think there's comfort here. And, first couple of years you move here and it can be a little difficult to adjust. But I think after a while you get a little bit of comfort here. I think I'm at that stage also where I've got more family members coming here.
It's awesome.
And then, I'll be more cousins for my son to hang out with as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's always nice to have that family component, good friends, good people, good food, comfort, and a job.
So I wanted to bring, that's a good point. You brought up your kid, right? And you also have a kid. I don't have one, right? So like from that perspective, like, does it change or shifts your like mentality of it? Like, would it be the same, let's just say, if you didn't have a kid? Would you still have that mentality of like Houston being home because of the rest of your family?
It's possible. I don't think I feel Houston is home because of my kid. Like, okay. I don't think it's because of that.
Yeah. But that is a plus, though. That is a plus.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. Obviously, his, like my wife's in-laws and all of them, they're also here as well. So it just feels like we're at the right spot.
Cool. So like I wanted to ask, so like, obviously I don't want to like name specific events, but like a lot of crimes are happening recently in Houston too as well. I think it's all over the states, right? Just based on that perspective, like especially with having a child, like how do you guys cope with that, like moving forward, like because there's a lot of gun violence in schools, right? So how do you guys cope with that in Houston? I know there's certain areas that are really, but we never know where it can happen, right? I mean, someone can be depressed, whatever the case is. How do you guys cope with that?
It's a tough question and an entirely different discussion.
No, because you did say, it feels like home. If some place feels like home, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
So
So in that sense, if you are aware of everything that's happening around you,
I don't think
does
any
it
place
still
is safe
feel like?
anymore.
So it doesn't feel safe
I
anymore.
don't think any place is safe anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any
It
place.
doesn't-
Well, in the States or anywhere in
In
the world?
general. Oh, I mean, sure, there's probably some places out there that have like lower rate of crime rate and whatnot.
For sure,
Obviously,
yeah.
It's possible.
Definitely,
100%.
yeah.
I get that. I don't know, man. It's obviously a very tough question. It is something that we think about all the time.
Yeah, of
100%.
course.
It's something you can't
No
just let
doubt.
go. But it doesn't stop you from what you do every day. It
I'm not-
shouldn't stop.
Sure, but I wasn't saying it stops you from your day-to-day life because I understand we have to survive, right? What I was saying was that comfortable aspect that you have where you're saying now it feels like home, I feel like all my family's here,
Yeah.
but you still have that day-to-day lifestyle. Does that, when you take away that comfortability because you have that unknown, does that still stay the same?
The truth is, like these events that keep happening, they're happening across the country. And whether it happens in California or New York, it's still going to hurt us in Texas.
Yeah.
That's the truth. So does it chip away at our comfort? Of course it does. It chips away at everybody's comfort.
So it still stays home though for you, right? Home base for
It
sure.
does.
Yeah.
I think it does. I don't think it will make me want to leave for any specific reason because let's say I choose to go a different state. Who's to say that won't happen there?
Right. No, when I was saying States, I was saying like maybe around the world, globally, like if there's international aspect, because you have options everywhere, right?
I think you do, but it really has a lot to do your work culture, your job, what you do exactly.
For sure, yeah.
I don't think I can just get up and go anywhere.
Sure.
Knowing what I do, will I be able to do over there? Will
Definitely.
I do good? What I'll do good over there? Will I do bad over there? Obviously, having a kid makes you think about that 10 times more before you actually make a plan to just like leave the place and make another place a home.
Sure.
You do great over there.
Where though?
Where exactly?
Wherever.
Thank you.
You're good at what you do.
Oh,
I think I would.
I agree.
So before we go, I just want to say that basically, it does depend what you're into. What do you do? A lot of people are into food. I get that. So it's a great place for them. There's one more thing I actually do like. And I think I like that's happening a lot of it in Houston. And I'm big in music. Back in Nashville, Tennessee, there wasn't a big Desi community. So there wasn't enough music concerts happening. And I came to Houston and turns out it's a lot of that happening. It stopped in the middle, but now it's a lot. And I actually love that idea that this is a place where we keep seeing the people that we love, their music and whatnot, even actors, not just music actors and whatnot. So Houston has become that hub that I think if you want to be this person who wants to live over here, have great food and whatnot, but at the same time, you want to have a little bit of a Pakistan or India / media, their artists come over here. Because that is the thing. A lot of people do actually enjoy that. They love that. And it's totally fine. You can do that. So from that aspect, I do think Houston's also a great place where there's a lot of music happening. And I love that idea. And I think that's an extra add-on. So I love that.
one thing I missed though, and I trace true to I stay true to this. Traveling different places in the States. One thing I actually do appreciate about Houston are the hookah spots. I think they have great shisha spots here. They do a great job because I mean, go anywhere else, it's just
God.
yeah, it's terrible.
You know what's the worst? Florida.
Is it? Yeah. I haven't been.
They have
Orlando.
terrible.
I think did I smoke in Orlando?
Terrible.
Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure about the shisha, but yeah.
Also, Houston pretty central. A lot of airlines fly out of here. I think it's a pretty cool idea.
Oh, true. I think you brought that up. Right?
It's very
It's like a hub for international flights, like a
I think
direct.
he brought it up last time we were talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good hub. And besides that, like you said, good like arts culture here. It's a pretty good sports culture. If you like cricket, it's easy to find.
There's a lot of playing sports, not
Lots
only
fun.
playing sports. Obviously, I'm a big cricket person. Last World Cup, T20 World Cup happened in America, and one of the nearest neighbors city, Dallas, has a pretty decent stadium where they hosted games.
It's about 4 hours away, right, from Houston. Yeah.
That's nothing for something you love. Those are my last ending notes.
One more favorite thing about the city of Houston, it's the home of the Breaking Naan podcast.
Dude.
It's really sweet.
We should get like a Breaking
Well said.
podcast tat.
Maybe we should.
I'm sorry, what?
Or a sweatshirt.
Fake one, dude. It's okay.
Like a sweatshirt. I like that better.
Get some swag.
Mugs.
Get some
Mugs.
swags.
Oh, are we dropping some merch?
Yeah, maybe we should.
Hat.
If you would like some merch, please hit the subscribe button, drop us a comment, and we'll see what Rizwan can do for you.
Let us know in the comments below. Bye.
Bye.